Could you tell me your understanding of karma?
Yes, you told me karma is like a process. It means that when you do good deeds, the effects will be good too. In contrast, when we do bad things, bad deeds, bad actions, as a result, we will receive bad effects. Karma is the subject of the law of cause and effect. Our actions last for a long time, and the result is not limited to this world. In fact, the effects may last a long time, like maybe into another world.
Very good. Yeah, you summarize very concisely. Okay, let's make sure the definition of the word karma. The definition of karma is simply our action or deeds. Yeah, this is the meaning of karma. And Buddha also taught the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect states that good causes produce good effects, bad causes produce bad effects, my causes produce my effects. I'm going to explain from the basic parts. If you plant the seeds of tomato, then tomato will grow. If you plant the seeds of watermelon, then watermelon will grow. And if you plant the seeds, you will be the one who will harvest the fruits. It is not that you plant the seed and your friend will harvest the fruit. So in reality, there is such a case. You plant the seeds and you ask your friend to harvest the fruit, but you receive that fruit. So, in short, if you plant the seed, you will harvest and receive the fruits. It's like if you eat food, you will be the one who get full. It's not that if you eat the food and other people like your friend get full. It doesn't happen that way. And if you get injured, if you have knee injury, you will be the one who has to go through the rehabilitation. You can't ask other person to go through the rehabilitation because it's very painful. If you want to recover, you have to go through the rehabilitation process, no matter how painful it is. That's the meaning of my causes produce my effects. And Buddha said, there's no exception to this law. People without learning Buddhism know this principle to some extent. That's why they try to do kindness and they try to avoid doing bad deeds. Because they know if they do bad things, then they have to have bad results. But the difference between the law of cause and effect in Buddhism and other ordinary people's understanding is, in Buddhism there is no exception to this law. But ordinary people's understanding is there must be some exception to this law. It's natural for people to think in that way. On a superficial level, there are a lot of cases that seem to be the exceptions to this law. And I explained a few examples last time. One example is the disciple of Confucius and the notorious thief. The disciple was poor throughout his lifetime and the notorious thief was enjoying his life to the end. It's like good causes produce bad effects and bad causes produce good effects. People see such example all the time. That's why they can't believe in the law of cause and effect. There might be many exceptions. So Buddha explained this using the word karma and karmic energy. Once our action is over, then our actions turn to energy and remain forever. Each actions, we have a lot of actions in a day. We walk and we eat and we speak. And once the action is over, we don't see that action. If we record our action by video camera, then we can see that action on the video. But once our action is over, we don't see it. But that action remains as energy. And this energy is called karmic energy. Or Buddha compared this to seed. So it's called karmic seed. And all the seeds have power to germinate, sprout. Once a seed is planted, it will surely germinate and sprout and grow bigger and bigger. That's the power of seed. Creating an action is making such a seed. So every day we are making or planting a lot of seeds because we do a lot of actions by our body and by our mouth and by our mind. We are planting a lot of seeds. So it's unlimited number. We can't count them all, and we forget them after planting. We don't remember them. Of course, if we remember them, our brain will be too full and explode. So forgetting is not bad. But because we forget, when the seed grow and bear fruits, we get surprised. For example, when some people get involved in a car accident. Car accident is a bad effect. Sometimes the driver gets injured, their car gets damaged, and it costs a lot of money. And sometimes we have to be in the hospital. We have to cancel our study or work. It's a bad effect. So, based on the law of cause and effect, we get involved in a car accident because we had bad cause in the past. And at that moment, because we don't remember our bad cause, we get surprised. Even though we know the law of cause and effect, because we don't remember our bad cause, we get surprised and wonder, when did I make such a bad deed that brings this car accident? I don't think I have such a bad deeds, bad cause. Maybe this was created by somebody else. Or maybe this accident was caused by bad spirit. Some people think in this way because we think we are good people, but that's not the case. But at the same time, this is very, very difficult to understand. It's very difficult. But there are two ways to apply this law, the law of cause and effect. One is applying this law to something that already happened and try to figure out what was the cause, which means we think about our past. And another way is applying this law to our future. which means we try to do good deeds in order to have better future. So the previous one is about our past, and the latter one is regarding our future. So the latter one is more important. Instead of thinking about our past, we have to think about our future more, because the past is already done. We can't change them. We can't change our past, but we can change our future. And we can have better and brighter future with our own effort. But no matter how hard we work, we can't change our past. This is common sense. But some people are stuck in the past too much. They dwell on it. Why did that happen? Why did that happen to me? I don't understand. Why? Some people are like this. It's a little waste of time and energy, because past is already in the past. We can't change it. So instead of using our energy to that direction, we should work hard to create better future. So we should apply the law of cause and effect to this direction, to this effect. How can I have better future? How? It's just by doing good deeds, creating good karma. And once you try this, you will understand the law of cause and effect is working precisely. You will understand this through your experiences. Even if you don't receive the effect immediately, just put your belief in the law and keep on working on it. Then it's like you deposit money in the bank for a long time. The longer you have the money in the bank, the bigger the interest. So the longer you wait, the better result you will receive.
So the longer we wait, the better results we get.
Yes, the bigger the happiness. So when you want to do that, you put your faith in this law. You have to believe it. And then you continue your effort. This is the fifth Six Paramitas, making effort. Going back to the topic of karma, I said in the last session, karma is invisible because it's energy, but it will create visible effect. Like life force of cherry blossom tree will create beautiful flowers. Because it's invisible, we neglect it. We have such tendency. But what is invisible is most important, or more important than visible treasure. We have many visible treasures like money or car or a house. Those visible treasures are very important. They give us happiness or joy. But what is more important is invisible treasure, which is good karma. Having good karma, a karmic energy within you. Keep on making good karmic energy. This is very important. And little by little, this accumulation create first good habit in you, and this good habit will create good character. You're going to develop a good character. And once you have good character, then you will have good future. This is autopilot. In this stage, there's no need of effort. Once you have a good character, automatically you have good future. Good future means you have more friends, you have more money, and you have higher status. Of course, Buddhism teaches that these are relative happiness. It might not last very long, but we are all human beings. We will appreciate them very much. We have desires. There's no such people who are not interested in money or friends. We all want that. But many people try to make money by illegal things or by deceiving people, by manipulating people. But you don't need to do that. All you have to do is accumulating good karma. So, in order to do that, Buddha taught 6 paramitas. Do you remember 6 paramitas?
Yes. First of all, there is giving.
Yes.
Second,
keeping promises.
Keeping promises. Third one, patience, being patient. The fourth, making effort. The fifth, self-reflection. And last but not least, wisdom.
Yes, exactly. Very good. So, there are a lot of good deeds in the world. A lot of good deeds. But if there are too many kinds of good deeds, we feel at a loss. Which one should I start with? So, with kindness, Buddha categorized all the good deeds into 6 groups. So, we don't need to feel at a loss. We just pick one of these and put it into practice. Just pick one of these.
Those 6 paramitas?
Yeah. So there are 6, and you think which one seems to be easier for me. Maybe giving is easier for me. And then if you think so, you focus on giving. Then you will end up practicing all the 5. This is one feature of 6 paramitas. If you pick any one of these and focus on it, then you will end up practicing of all the 6. Let's say if you want to practice giving, then sometimes you need to keep promises in order to practice giving. And you need to make effort to practice act of giving. And sometimes you need to do some self-reflection in order to practice giving. So in this way, you will end up practicing all the 6.
Can you repeat the last sentence, please?
Okay. Just choose one of these 6 paramitas and focus on it. Then you'll end up practicing all the 6 good deeds. This topic will continue a little more, but that's all for today.
Thank you. Thank you for explaining karma and karmic energy. Can you tell me what will be our next topic?
Okay. Yeah, next topic is it's related to karma. Next topic will be 3 worlds again. Going back to the 3 worlds. Reincarnation. How about that?